recording. I'll start recording now. Okay, so let's say I have one router and then I have one switch and I have one PC. Okay, and then for the PC, I have the IP address such that this number 192.168 .7.197 with the given subnet mask /24. Okay, so how we can find out the router IP here? Okay, so in inside your lab form, some of the exercise, if it's not given what is the router IP, you need to find out. Okay, so we need to process, if we refer to this figure, right, based on this network topology, so we need to process the PC0 IP, which is here 192.168.7.197, and then /24 refer to your subnet mask. Okay, so if we have /8, that means we have as 255.0.0.0. so this is subnet mask for /8. so if we have /24, that means we have 24 binary numbers that is equivalent to this number 255.255.255.0. okay. So we need to process this. Okay, you can do you can do combine these two numbers using IP calculator, but if I'm not mistaken, this is common questions that will be coming out for your final exam. Okay, so final exam you can't use the computer, so you have to find out manually. So when we process it, you need to combine these two numbers. Before this, I already explained that we convert this number to binary, then we convert this number to binary, then you can apply the AND operator to simplify, right? So but it really takes time basically. So the process here, if you want to combine this number with 255, you will get the same number, which is 192. okay, same thing, 168 with 255, we get the same number with 168. 7 with 255, we get the same number, which is 7. But this is different one. For the last 197 and 0 will be 0. Okay, so these combinations refer to your network ID. Okay, so from this network ID, you can get the broadcast ID. Okay, what is the broadcast ID? We just change this 0 to 255. Okay. So change this 0 to 55. So this is broadcast. Okay. Then from this network ID and also the broadcast, there are some usable IP that you need to know. Okay, we call it as the first usable IP, and also the last usable IP. Okay, so this first usable IP is a value after this number 0, so we just plus 1. So we have 192.168.7.1. so this is your first usable IP. Then the last usable IP will be one value from this 255, which is 254. Then we have 192.168.7.254. Okay, so these are the important terms that you need to know, and you need to know how to find manually what is the difference, which one represent the network ID and also the broadcast. Okay, so to answer the questions here, what is the IP gateway for your router? So the answer will be here. So the IP gateway will be your last usable IP. Okay, so that means we have here 192.168.7.254. Okay. You have questions? Any questions so far? So inside your exercise for your lab 4, mostly you need to understand which number represent your gateway, especially when you have different VLAN. Okay, for example, you need to identify what is the IP gateway for VLAN number 2 and what is the IP gateway for the VLAN number 3. Sometimes it's not mentioned as IP gateway, but it actually has the same meaning with the last usable IP. Okay. Okay, so shall we proceed with the exercise 1? Okay. Basically, if in your lab manuals, there are two files inside your folder lab number 4. But basically, for today's lab, I'm going to start with exercise 1, and then we proceed to exercise 2, then exercise 3, and we reach at exercise number 4. Okay, so just one file is needed, so I'm not going to use exercise 3. Okay, because I think it is better for you to learn everything, do it from scratch, and you are supposed to reach until exercise number 4. Okay. Okay, so what we have here in this lab number 4, you are going to learn about virtual LAN, right? Okay, this virtual LAN, can I zoom already? Okay, this virtual LAN consists of how we do segmentations in the organization, basically how we connect the device or computer, okay, into a specific group of virtual LAN. So by using this VLAN, actually the one of the benefit is we can improve the security. Okay, so even it is not being located on the same place, but the device can be connected virtually. Okay, so inside inside your exercise 1, starting from exercise 1 till exercise number 4, you are going to learn how to create this VLAN, and then give the name, and then how do you assign the port. You see there is a port, right? FA01, FA04. These ports are having different or attached to different VLANs, so you need to assign the ports. And then if we move forward to the next exercise, you need to delete some interface. So when you do deleting the interface, you need to move back this interface to the default VLAN. Okay, and then you also will learn about the trunking modes. Okay, how do we change the interface using trunking modes? Then some of the connection that you are going to use, for example, gigabit internet. Okay, and also other connections that you will learn is fast internet 0/24. Okay, inside your lab manuals, and before we start with the exercise 1, there is a notes regarding your this one, right? Virtual LAN tracking protocol, right? Okay, so this one, the one that I highlighted, basically is not related to your lab number 4. Okay, so you can just ignore this trunking protocol. Okay, so we'll start now. Okay, so first one. Okay, basically remember that this switch don't have monitor, that's why we have PC0 that is connected to this switch 0. Then usually we do the configurations through this PC0. Okay, so here first of all, I hope you do together with me. Okay, so if you start, just inform me. Let's see what is the available virtual LAN that we have for this network topology. Okay, let me begin. Okay, so just now I run this show VLAN. Okay, you see that this is the output producer. Okay, we these things, we see that the default VLAN, which is VLAN number 1, listed all the available ports. Okay, FA01 until your FA0/24, including this gigabit, okay, port. So basically there's no VLAN that has been assigned. So after this we are going to create the new VLAN, so the new VLAN will be listed here. Okay, so for this VLAN, now VLAN 2 and VLAN 3, I want to rename it. Okay, VLAN 2 as finance, VLAN 3 as marketing. Okay, so I want to create it. Okay, so we need to configure, so we must be inside your configuration mode. Just type configuration terminal, or just in short form as config T. Okay, just create the VLAN name. First one, VLAN 2. Okay, create this VLAN 2 and then give the name. What is the name? The name is finance. Okay, then we add this configuration for creating VLAN 2 with name finance, and then we proceed create for VLAN 3 and then give the names, which is the marketing. Okay, then exit. Okay, so once we create, you can check again using your show VLANs. Okay, basically you can have show VLAN or show VLAN brief. The brief, show VLAN brief will give you more summary than the show VLANs. Inside your show VLANs, you can see some hardware configurations that you can check. Okay, but let's say if you run show VLAN, is very shorter than your show VLAN only. Okay, for example, show VLAN brief. Okay, so it is up to this one only. Okay, but previously if I run, you can see this is additional table. Okay, this is additional table if we run the show VLANs. Okay, so if it's compared to your show VLAN brief, it is up to this status and the port only. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to create, since just now we create that this VLAN 2 is finance, VLAN 3 is marketing. It is now listed here. Okay, next step is we need to assign, but since we can see in this network topology that FA01 is belongs to VLAN 2, right? The finance. FA02 also, FA04 and FA03 belongs to VLAN 3. So that means you need to assign the ports. So the step here, once you create this VLAN, you need to assign the ports here. Okay. Okay, so the command that you are supposed to run is you need to call first the interface, that such as interface for FA01, and then assign that it is switch port access. The command to assign is switch port access VLAN 2. If you run, for example, this one FA04, right? So you need to call this interface, and then you need to assign switch port access to VLAN 3. Okay. There are two ways basically. Either you do it manually, means that one command for one port, but you can combine also in terms of range. Okay. But if you creating the port in terms of range, that is more systematic. Okay. So I will do first for one by one. Okay, so we are supposed to be inside your configurations mode, config T, and then you need to call the interface FA0/1. Okay, then switch port access to VLAN 2. Okay, can exit, then do similarly. I will just use arrow up to call back previous command. Then this time I do for FA02, and then same port, right? Switch port access, also same VLAN, which is number 2. Okay, then we exit. Okay, so let's try see show VLAN brief. Okay, so now previously we don't have this port, so once we run the previous command, now this port has been assigned. Okay, for VLAN number 2. Okay, so the command that I showed you just now, basically this command you can do in terms of range also. Okay, how we do the range? Okay, the command will be nt range FA0/122, then switch port access VLAN 2. Okay, this command much faster. You can see now, previously I do one by one, right? This is for port FA01, then this is for FA02. Okay. Okay. Okay, next one that we done for port FA01 and FA02. Okay, next we need to create also similarly for FA03 and 4. Okay, but in the lab manual, basically they ask us to do for FA 05 also. Okay. FA 05. But you see in the network topology, we don't have this FA 05. Okay, but it's actually the FA 05 will be used in your exercise number 2. Okay, so here we are going to assign the port FA 03, FA 04, and also FA 05. But you see that in the network topology still don't have, but it's okay. You can just assign it even there's no interface that's is being used here. Okay, so we can include that one. Okay, so now we'll do assign port FA03 to 5 to VLAN number 3. So we use range method. FA0/3 to 5. Excuse me. Then change this one, switch port access VLAN number 3. Okay, now you see that when we do this assignment, right, you can see that the bubbles now is changing the color. Okay, means that it's in the progress to establish the connections. Then we end it. Now let's check. You can use show VLAN or show VLAN brief. Okay, now we have FA03 to 5 is assigned inside your VLAN 3. Okay. Okay, so instead using that show VLAN, so I want you to try with show MAC address table. Okay, we have this show MAC address table command, and this is the table that we can see now. Inside this table, there's nothing, right? In the column of VLAN, MAC address, type, and ports. So basically, this show MAC address table will show us the active ports at the moment. So we don't have nothing. We have nothing in the table. That means no active ports at the moment. Okay. So once we have the active ports, then the active ports will be displayed here inside your table. Okay. Now let's try to ping. Let's try to ping. Example here. I try to ping. Okay, I try to ping PC3 to PC2. It's fail status. But if I ping PC3 to PC4, it's success. So here we can conclude that the PC that is on the same VLAN can ping each other, but for the PC that is having a different VLAN cannot ping each other. Okay, so PC1 can ping PC2, PC3 can ping PC4. Okay, but PC1 cannot ping PC4, PC3 also cannot ping PC2. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions so far? Actually, we already complete exercise 1. So here I want you to save exercise 1 in lab. Okay, save as exercise 1 in lab. Okay, anyone's having problem? Let me know. You have problem with your files? You can share. You guys okay or not? Anyone having problem? Okay, all of you are okay. Okay, Po Yong Kwan, Felixia, Ernest Phone, Ng Gui Ye, Chiam Chi Ho. You guys okay or not with the exercise 1? Okay, most of you okay. So let's proceed with exercise 2. Okay, for exercise 2, let me inform very important informations here. The topology looks similar, right? It looks like you have these things added, correct? Okay, but if compared with exercise 1, there is a different IP address for PC3 and also for PC4. Okay, so after this you need to update and also include the IP gateway for all PCs. Okay, that means for PC3 and 4 you need to update the IP address and also the IP gateway. For PC1 and PC2 you need to update the IP gateway only. Okay, okay, so we need to add. Now to start with exercise 2, we need to add one router. The model is 2811, and then you need to add the connection start FA05 and FA06. We have different VLAN. For FA05, use for VLAN 3, FA06 to FA00 for VLAN 2. Okay, so find out your router. The model is 2811. Bring it here. And then add this connection FA05 to FA00. Another one FA06 to FA00. Oh, okay. I miss actually FA05 to FA01. Let me change this first. FA05 to FA01. Okay, FA05 to FA01 and FA06 to FA00. Okay, so that means there's two interface has been connected here. So you need to configure for your switch 0. That is for FA05 and FA06. Okay, then later on we need to do configuration for your router 0. Okay, so remember that just now FA05 we already assigned the port in exercise 1. right? FA, for this switch, FA05 is here. So this is already assigned to VLAN 3. VLAN 3, right? Okay. So let me do here. VLAN 3. Let me have VLAN 2. Okay. But we don't assign yet for FA06. So we need to assign now. Okay, so now we have configurations mode. Inside a configurations mode, you need to set for your interface FA06. So find out the switch port access command. FA06 supposed to be for VLAN 2. FA06, VLAN 2. Okay. Then let's check. So now we have FA06 for VLAN 2 newly added. Okay, so now I will update first before we proceed. I will update the IP address. Okay, updates. So these labels actually previous one in exercise 1 as 192.168.1.3. So I change it to 2.3. Then change it, update here. The IP address for your PC3 need to change to 2.3. Okay, update this one. Okay, then the default gateway you need to include also for VLAN 3 as 192.168.2.254. Okay, so once you're done, you can close it. Then go to PC4, update similarly. This one is 2, change to 2.4. Okay, later on we'll change this label. Okay, then we use the same IP gateway for VLAN 3, 192.168.2.254. Okay, then you can close it. Now I will update this label. Okay, so we're done for PC3 and PC4. PC1, the IP address for PC1 is okay, but you need to include your IP gateway for VLAN 2. Okay, not VLAN 3. 192.168.1.254. Okay, so this will be same gateway for your for your PC2. I see what's wrong with my file here. I cannot save it. Sorry, I have problems with my file. Sorry. Just give me a moment. What's wrong with my file? Okay, you can proceed. So I'm not sure what's wrong with my computer. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's close everything like less. Okay, I need to repeat the step now. Just give me a moment. Okay, I need to repeat a few steps. Okay, so the PC1 just now, I just need to update the IP gateway. Okay, so make sure you know VLAN 2, this is the IP gateway, so that's why PC1 and PC2 are using this default gateway. For PC3 is the one contain 2.254. Okay, so for the FA05 is VLAN 3, correct? So you use correctly lah. Okay, FA06 is for VLAN 2. Okay, let me save this first. Okay, we haven't do any configurations in the router, so we are going to do now. Okay, so click on your router. Okay, so basically in exercise 2 we have done step 1, 2, 3 and 4, also step 5. Okay, but now for step 5 we need to do the configuration so that there is IP gateway that is included for your VLAN 2 and 3 together with the subnet mask. Okay, but this command line actually now you can do by clicking it here. You can click here and then you key in what is the IP gateway, but I will show you using command line. Okay, so I will include the FA01 and then FA00. So remember, FA01 is for your VLAN 3, right? VLAN 3. So that is for VLAN 3. Below one is for VLAN 2. Okay, so now we configure for FA0/1. Okay, for this FA01, we need to set the VLAN tree. Where is the gateway? So we set the IP address VLAN tree. So it is 192.168.1 sorry, is it .1? Okay, not .1, it's 2, .2.254, and then followed by the subnet mask /25 255.255.255.0. Okay, so then you need to turn on using no shutdown command. Okay, then exit. Okay, so you see that when we set this now, the light bulbs now change to the green color. Okay, so I'll just use arrow up for the interface FA00 to for the previous command. So now you see, for this FA00, we need to set the IP so that it can attach to your VLAN too. And then we have interface of FA00 and then set the IP address. So we need to change this to the VLAN 2, which is 1.254, right? This one, and then no shutdown to turn on the interface and exit. Okay, so we have configured. Now is still configuring it. Okay, so once all change to green color, we will try to pink. Okay, so here you are supposed to check the status of the ping for PCs on different VLAN. Okay, so example, I'll try to ping PC1 to PC4. You need to try several times. It will not success for the first time. Okay, you need to try again. Okay, so now I have success ping from PC3 to PC2. Then let's try PC4 to PC1. Now okay, they are on different VLAN, right? Okay, so if you follow the steps that I showed to you just now, you are supposed to have success ping. Okay, is any one of you having problem for the ping in exercise 2? Let me know. So I finish exercise 2, I save it. Let me know if you're having problem. You must check all PC. You try all PC to ping, especially for PC on different VLAN. Okay, do you need extra time for exercise 2? or we can proceed to exercise 3. Please let me know. If you have problem, don't be shy to share your screen. Okay, if you got problem, let me know. How to get the gateway? Sure, to get the gateway. Okay. You see here. Now this PC. I will copy this one. Okay, I'll show you this side. How to get the gateway, right? This one, this PC3. PC3 is 192.168. So change this to .3. Correct. Okay, because the subnet mask is /24. So this is the subnet mask, right? Okay, so we need to simplify between this PC3 IP address and the subnet mask. So we get the ID first, network ID 192.168.2.0. Correct. 192.168. See, this one and 255 you get the same number. Any combination with 255 you get this the same number, except the last one. 3 and 0 you will get 0. So this is the network ID. Okay, how about the broadcast? The broadcast is you just change the 0 to 255. The last 0 change to 255. 255. Okay, so for the first usable IP is 0 plus 1, which is 1. Just change this one. The last usable IP is one value before 255, which is 254. So the gateway, your IP gateway is here. Is equivalent to your last usable IP. So this is equal to your gateway lah. Your default gateway. So that's why this number is include here. That's why we include here default your gateway, this number. It's not just a random number. There is a reason why this number is your default gateway. Okay. So this is for the case PC3. Okay, this is the case for PC3. So we do for PC4 also. So you change this one. You change this number to 2.4, right? So later on you will get the same last usable IP. But these three will be different one. Okay, Do you need extra explanations or no? Is it clear? Excuse me. Okay. Is that okay, Mandy? Yes, this default gateway is your last usable IP. Yes. Yes, Mandy. It is default gateway is last usable IP. So you can do for PC1 and PC2. So you will get a different gateway, but for PC1 and PC2 they have same default gateway. Okay, then so I will proceed with exercise 3. Share already. Okay, so please. So save this exercise 2. For exercise 3, what we are going to do now, do you see that we have these two interface, FA05 and FA06? Now we are going to replace it with trunking mode. Okay, so what we are going to do here, you can delete these connections. Okay, now we start from exercise 2. We create a new topology for exercise 3. Okay, so even we delete this the interface just now, FA05 and FA06, you see that when we run the show VLAN, even we delete, right, it's still inside your VLAN FA05 and FA06. Okay, you delete already, but it's still there, it's still in the VLAN. So you need to move, or we need to change this FA05 and FA06, change back to your default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Okay, so change the switch port access. So remember the command switch port access. Okay, sorry, forgot to include the interface for FA. We do range, right? This time we do range lah. Interface range FA0/5 to 6. That means 5 and 6. I want this port switch to your VLAN. So we have switch port access VLAN 1. Okay, then you can run the show VLAN or show VLAN brief to check is it moved already or not. Now move already. Okay, so since we delete it, now we're going to create a new connections through FA0/24. Okay, you goes to the FA/0/24 fast internet 0/24 to the router FA00. Okay, so that means from the two connections, or we can say multiple connections, so we can replace it into one cable. So this is one cable that is called as trunk mode. Okay, so this is a trunk mode. Okay, so remember that when we delete the previous connection FA05 and FA06, you see that there is a IP address that comes together inside the device, right? Can be in the router. So we need to clean up the previous IP address. Okay, when we do configuration for FA05 and FA06. So remember that we key in the gateway, so you need to clean up. Okay. So first one, to clean up, you can just run the command no IP address. Okay, goes to router. You can do here. That means you click here. This fast internet. This is actually the previous interface, right? You can click here, then you can delete at the IP address. Just delete it. And also this another connections, you can just delete the IP address here. But now I'll show you through command line. Okay, so goes to the config. I do for first one FA 0. You can have 00 or 01 first. No problem. FA 0/0. Then you just include no IP address. Then another interface FA01, no IP address also. Then exit. Okay, so now where to check? So check here. So now it's already clean up. Okay, so you can do through command line or can delete directly here. Okay, so next is we need to set the switch, the trunk mode. Okay, goes to your switch. You need to set that FA024. This is the port, right? So set it as the trunk mode. Okay, to go inside your configuration. So this is your interface FA0/24. Then we set switch port access. Switch port. So previously we set switch port access VLAN. Now we not for VLAN. We want to set that FA0/24 as mode trunk. So we set here mode trunk. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, and then exit. Okay, then we done for FA024. Then we goes back to your router. Now we need to we need to include. So remember that now we use trunk mode, right? This FA00, we need to create the sub interface, so that the interface that contains VLAN number 2 and also what is the interface for VLAN number 3. So even though you look at this is only one cable, but this is actually trunk mode. So what we have in the trunk mode, you can set for several different VLAN for this trunk mode. That means inside this one trunk mode or trunk cable, You can have 3 VLANs, you can have 4 VLAN, and so on. But you need to declare. So the declarations will be inside your FA00. So inside FA00, this one we call as the main port. So this main port, you can create another sub interface, or we call sub ports. Sub interface is your sub ports. So that means, for example, sub port, let's say 0.2, that is for VLAN number 2, 0.3 for VLAN number 3, and so on. Okay. Okay, so first you need to declare the interface for FA00. So just now we already cleaned up the address, correct? Interface FA00. You need to on first using no shutdown command. And then create the sub interface FA0/0.2. Okay, this is something that I want you to remark. In lab manual, they show us you need to do corrections. This one. Is it 0.2? Okay, not 0.200. Just change it. Is it 0.2? So the 2 refer to your VLAN number 2. Okay, later on you have to set for VLAN number 3. So you just change to 0.3. Okay. So just interface FA0/0.2. So remember, there's no space between the interface and the number. Okay. Then encapsulations. The commands here is encapsulation.1q. Then followed the VLAN number, just number 2. Encapsulation.1q and 2. Why 2? Because this means your VLAN number 2. So that means this sub interface is matched to your VLAN number 2. Okay, so once you've done this encapsulation, you need to include the IP address. So what is the IP address? Key in the gateway for your VLAN number 2, which is 192.168.1.254. Okay, and then the subnet mask. Okay, then continue for another interface, which is FA0/0.3. This is for VLAN number 3. Okay, then followed by encapsulation.1q, change to 3. Encapsulation.1q3. And then key in the IP gateway. The IP address is the one contain 2.254. Okay. Then you can end. Then to see what you have configured, then show run. Okay, so where to check? Show run. Inside your show run, this is the one that you key in. Okay, so let's say you have VLAN number 4, VLAN number 5, and so on. There will be a similar step. So VLAN number 4 is changed here, 0.4. So you need to update what is the IP gateway for your VLAN. Okay, so this one also you need to change to number 4. Okay, so we already see that's the configurations by running the show run command. Okay, so this time we'll try to ping. See whether it's work or not. Delete this first. Okay, PC on different VLAN. Okay, now success ready. I try to ping PC4 to PC1. You need to try for several times. Now 2 to 3 success ready. So remember that just now we changed the cable to trunk mode, right? Okay, now success ready. Okay, so inside your switch now, let's see. We want to see what is the output when we run this show MAC address table. Previously in exercise 1, when we run the command, we have nothing in the table, right? So now we have details, we have the information inside this table. You can see which part. This is actually the status of the MAC address table. That means these are the running ports, active ports. These are active ports. The inactive one will not be displayed in this table. Okay, these are the active ports that we have currently. Okay, I'll give you, I think, probably 3 minutes. Is it okay for you to check your status of the ping? If you got problem, just let me know. Let me know if you stuck with your exercise 3. Okay, Mandy, you can share your screen. Yeah, you can share. You can share your screen. It's okay. Okay. You don't have active ports. Okay, never mind. Can you click on your PC3? Okay, inside your not router PC. Desktop. Okay, this okay. Close. How about PC4? Okay. Okay, for the router, right? Can I see on the config tab? No. At the tab buttons there. Yes. Can you click on your yeah, 00 is on already, right? Can see the VLAN database. No. At the router just now. Yeah, config. Yeah. Switching. Under switching. Under switching. The database. Let me go through it. Yeah. Can you see on your switch? Wait, yeah, wait. Okay, config that. Okay, so let's see interface FA, find out FA0/24. uh, FA0/24 is not VLAN 1, right? FA, is it VLAN 1? One means that is default case. You change this 1 to -1000. Can you change it? 1 to -1000. It should display 1 to 1-to-1000. Let me see. That means you just you tick all lah. You tick all. Cannot tick all eh. It is
I can take over.
okay. I see. The access, you change the trunk first. I think your command for the trunk doesn't access on the left. No, don't close it. Next to no, switch. Open back switch. Go back the fast internet 0/24. Okay. You see there's a access right under ring limit. You click use trunk mode. Okay, then change the VLAN. VLAN not 1. The VLAN not 1.
VLAN.
You find now okay lah. Tick all right. Now okay. Okay. Okay, you on off again the button. On. Okay, off and on. Okay, thank you. Okay, you try again. No, but wait until all greens. Now okay. Okay lah. Can try ping. Show. The MAC address is inside your switch. No, not in the router. Show MAC address inside your switch only. Switch. Enter. Okay. Exit. Okay. Exit also.
Nothing also.
Cannot ping also. Okay, never mind. Okay, can you go first one to your router? Okay, look at your config tab. Yeah, see that one. VLAN database. This is okay lah. Okay. I think the issue is in your switch lah. Okay, just now what we have Okay, never mind. Can you try to ping? Delete first. Did you see? Okay, try again.
10.
What is that? 1 to 1 to 4. Okay, okay. Okay, try other PC. Now okay, right?
10 already.
Okay, now okay. Okay, yeah, I think you can try again lah. Your switch, the MAC address one. So because now already okay. Okay, other users you got problem? Hmm. Uh, no problem. Okay. Eng Gui Yi okay ah. Ernest Fun, Li Jiawei, Chiam Chi Ho, Felicia. Okay, okay. Okay, so save that one as your exercise 3 in lab. Okay, save ya. Let me save first. Exercise 3. Now we proceed exercise 4. Okay, you see there's a router 0, right? You drag here, drag here. Okay, so to start with exercise 4, we need to add another subnets, the new subnets. Okay, so just drag, okay, don't delete. So now we are going to add switch. One switch, the model is 2960. Bring here, one switch, and then two PCs. Okay, and then you need to set up the trunk mode. You see this one, copper crossover. You click here, click on PC, and then you got lots of lists, right? I want you to tick on this one, gigabit internet 0/1. Okay, so in the lab manual it's labeled as 1/1, right? We don't have 1/1, so please do corrections for the lab manual. It's actually gig 0/1. 2 gig, same thing, 0/1 gigabit internet. So this is much faster. So I think the bandwidth is better than we have previous trunk mode that is slash 0/24. This gigabit is better than FA 0/24. Okay, okay, so remember, because now you have the interface gigabit 0/1, 0/1. In your command line also must be 0/1. So in the lab manual also, the command line, especially in step number 4, you need to do corrections for the command. So any words that is labeled as gig 1/1 should be changed to gig 0/1. Okay, okay, and then from switch to the PC is fast internet 0/12 to fast internet 0. Okay, another one, fast internet 0/13 to fast internet 0. Okay, so now we already add. Now let's check, because we add new PCs, right? So this PC 5, you need to add the IP address and the gateway. Okay, PC5. So you can refer to your network topology. PC5, the IP address is 192.168.1.3. Subnet mask 255 is automatically filled up. Then PC5 will follow the VLAN 2. So we need to key in the VLAN 2 gateway 192.168.1. Dot 1.254. VLAN 2. This is the IP gateway for VLAN 2. So done. You can close it. Then goes to PC6. PC6 is having different VLAN. Okay, first we key in the IP address 192.168.2.5. Then the default gateway 192.168.2.254. Okay. Okay, so we already identify and updates the IP address, subnet mask, and the gateway IP for PC5 and PC6. Okay, now you goes to this switch. We need to configure because previously we add, right? We add this gigabit internet 0/1. So we need to configure this switch. We do here first, on the left. This switch goes to the command line. You need to create that interface for the gigabit 0/1. Okay, configuration state, then include the interface gig 0/1. So remember, I've told you just now, update that gig 1/1 to gig 0/1. This interface we are supposed to declare trunk mode. So switch port mode trunk. It is similar to the FA0/24. Switch port mode trunk and exit. Okay, so you can close this switch on the left. Now goes to this switch. Okay, this one. This new switch that we add, the 290. Click here. Goes to the command line. You can update lah, you can update the host name. Okay, do inside this configuration. I want to declare also the same interface gig 0/1. Then switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port mode trunk. Then exit. Okay, so now we set that the mode trunk is for our interface gig 0/1. Okay, now for this new switch, we need to create the VLAN, because this new switch is connected to PC 5 and 6, where these two PCs are connected to different VLAN, right? So this PC you have to declare or create the VLAN. So inside the configurations mode, just give the name VLAN 2 and exit, and then VLAN 3, exit. Okay, so to see it, you can show VLAN. See, active port, active VLAN. So here VLAN 2 and 3, but we don't have port assigned to this VLAN. So now the next step is we need to assign which port, which is FA0/12 and FA0/13. So we set first, okay, inside your configuration for the interface FA0/12. This FA0/12 is your attached to VLAN 2. So switch port, access VLAN 2. Okay, then exit. Then do for another interface, which is FA0/13. Switch port access, but this FA013 is attached to VLAN 3, so you need to change it to VLAN 3. Okay, and then ends, let's see. Show VLAN. Now the port is not assigned. Okay, so we have done all the configurations, so just need to wait for several time to check the status of the ping. Okay, so we will try to ping PC5 to other PCs on different VLAN lah, so we can try. So try to ping PC5, let's say, to PC6. Okay, PC6 to 1, they are different VLAN, right? So now success. Let's try ping again, PC5 to PC6. So now success already. PC2 to PC6. Okay, now success. Okay, now actually we're done for exercise 6, but before we proceed with the simulation mode, right, the last step in the exercise number 4, you need to make sure that your PC can ping successfully ping. If it's not success, then you cannot use the simulation mode. Okay, is anyone of you having problem with the ping status? Please let me know. Okay, for the simulation mode, right, I'll show you. I get back to you again after this. Let me show you how to run the simulation modes. You see on this, on the bottom on the right here, when my cursor is moving, you see there's a real time, right? So this is a button that you can see here. Okay, can click here, this simulation mode. Click just once. Okay, if in this box, let's say there are lots of lists listed here, so you can delete here, goes to delete, so that it means that it will clear whatever history that you have. Okay, then you can see here show all none. You see here show all none. Okay, then next to this is edit filter. Okay, so we want to simulate how the message is travel. So you tick on ICMP. So this ICMP refer to your Internet Control Message Protocol. So I just want to have this function to show how the message is travel. Okay. There is this kinds of sidebar. You see here, you can move this bar, right? This sliding bar. This is to show how fast is the message is being travel. So you can move. This is, if it's middle one, means that it is average speed. So if you want the message to travel faster, then you can move forwards. Okay. So now once you delete it, create a new path. Let's say I want to see how the message is travel when PC6 to send a message to PC5. Okay, now you see this logo. Then click on here. Okay, you see that the message is moving. PC6 to switch 2. Again, then to another switch. Then to the router 0. Another switch. Another switch. Then to PC5. You see that the status that we have here is still in progress. It's not success yet. Okay, it is success when the message reach back to the sender. Okay, so you see that you need to continue. Once reach to PC5, it's supposed to reach back to the sender. Okay, now reach to the origin, which is PC6. Okay, now the status is successful. Okay, so you can play around with these functions. Try to create a new and check the new status of the ping using this simulation mode. Okay, I will try again. Let's say I have PC3, try to ping, send message to PC5. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so we have done this exercise 4 in lab. So just save this file, the new one, save this file, and let me know if you have problem with the exercise 4. Okay, I need to share the attendance. Where is the attendance? Let me show you. Okay, you can scan the attendance. Can scan or not? You can scan or not? Okay, Dana. Okay. If is there anything that you want to ask? For those who already scan your attendance, you can leave, and I will meet you again on next week for lab 5. Okay. Anyone wanted to share screen? If you have problem, you can share. Okay. Thank you. I'll see you again next week.